I'm Lewis.org, and I'm here with possibly the most disappointed team at the event. Like, what a fucking story. It's Anexis. Okay, guys, you're one round, just one round. That's all you've got to get, and you're past the group stage. What went wrong? And can you point fingers? What happened? Just talk me through it all.
Well, it was not the mistakes we made in game. It was more likely we lost. I think we lost 5 gun rounds out of 6. So we got a bad start at every map possibly. Lucky we won the round after because we bite up with AKs and armor, and then we're on a roll. But our T play has been very good the whole tournament. Yes, but our CT play has been sucked. It's just. I think we had 2 games where we were leading 11-4, and we lost, dwarfed them both. I think it's a loss because it can't happen. It's just. Yeah.
Asmo said when we interviewed him that it was like he felt like his mind games might have worked on you, because he was like saying, "Haha, we are the end boss, and you can't beat us," and all of this shit. I mean, did that work? I mean, did it play on your mind?
Nah, I just think it's kind of unsportsmanlike. We didn't know that Dynamic already has lost, so we didn't know what they were talking about. But besides that, we have known each other since EastWC and played them, and we've always been fair to them. So I think it's kind of a bullshit move to make. It didn't affect us at the time being, but afterwards, we heard some comments that they called us noobs afterwards with some pretty non-decent German words. So I think.
But haven't you flamed them in the past?
There was the accident with the Jakob, but since we met them face to face, there has been nothing besides normal.
An accident. So it was you.
Yeah, I wrote a comment on HLTV and said I would be happy if we get them in our group at EastWC, and then we lost. So yeah, it was kind of a joke, and I also made a joke with 3-Day, the movie maker of MTW, and. He posted a screenshot where it said that I would stop playing if I lost to them. So yeah. there was a little bit beef.
But the mind games playing a role? Nah, I don't think so. No.
So on the one hand, you're not losing games. On the other hand, you're not winning games. How do you deal with that? I mean, would it have been better in a way if you had lost, because then you could go away and pinpoint some stuff? It would maybe be a lot easier to strategize.
Personally, I've been thinking a lot about the games, and it all comes down to that we have had so many official matches. We haven't had a single practice since 1 week before EastWC, which kind of take away our surprise element at for example, our CT sites. But yeah, I don't know. That's just, yeah, it's just a ridiculous lose and going out the way we did. We're the first undefeated team, I think, to ever crash out of a group stage.
Nice. Well, you've achieved something unique, at least. So, but yeah, like, what about? I mean, you, because he's been around for a long time. He's experienced. He's the older guy in the team. How does it impact on a younger player? I mean, because we've seen you develop quite a lot from the days of jokes about smokes to here we are now, and you're competing at a fucking DreamHack. So how's it affecting you? I mean, do you feel like really upset? Do you feel like you can take some positives from it?
Yes, we are really upset about this. ESWC was a knock in our head. We should have won against Vergame, and we should have won against the faculty. We should have beaten Area 51 if we have come that far, and it's just we need the little things, and it's just hurt that we can't do it when it really counts.
But you're a Danish team, so that means you're going to go home and kick everybody, right?
Nah, I just think we're going home and win every online match again.
Well, I made this point to the German guys about how Danish teams are getting this reputation now as being online. Do you think that's justified, because there is starting to be this discrepancy, and I know it does apply to you guys, but not just you guys?
Yeah. I think it's kind of difficult to put it down to black and white in that sort of situation, because even though we are playing the best we can online, some teams are just better and LAN players. Take Wolves for instance. They have been LAN players the last last couple of years, and they do well every time at LAN events, and they keep raging online every time they lost the practice. So there has to be. It has to be a balanced view you have to take on it. Even though we play up to our best, that doesn't mean that anyone else doesn't have to, and then name us onliners. We play what we feel we can do online, and we have the confidence to do it, so we just need to take that extra 1 or 2% to our LAN game.
Obviously, now that you're out of the tournament, and sorry to bring that up again, you can sort of think about, you know, who's going to maybe go on and eventually win it, and perhaps there's some surprise teams that you think might do well. What are your thoughts? I mean, who do you think is going to take the title? Is it going to be Nip again, or?
I think NiP will win. I don't know who they're going to meet in the final. Maybe Mousesports. They are leading 1-0 against Wolves. They seems pretty strong, and Rattlesnake has always been a monster at lane. Like every time he plays lane, he creates the good teams. Even they haven't played a lot. So yeah, I think NiP versus Mousesports in the final, and NiP's going to take it. I don't think
skillfully done. I noticed that. That was good. Sorry, his phone was ringing. First thing you do in an interview, turn him off. Yeah. But anyway, so what about you? Do you share the love of Mousesports as maybe being an outsider for the tournament, or do you think when they do go on to face NiP will just put them out because NiP are NiP?
I have them as an outsider for the final. I don't see anyone else but NiP winning it. They're just 1 or 2 steps ahead of every team. It is like with the old Very Games team in Source. When you have found a way to play them, they just develop something new, and that's kind of the stage I think NiP is playing in at the moment.
Well, why do you think that is? Because everyone seems to say the same thing, that it's because they play much more than anybody else. And that was something that people used to say about Very Games. I never really bought that. I always thought that was bullshit, like it was an excuse. What do you think?
Preparation, experience, and the talent.
Pretty much all.
Yeah.
They've got the lot.
They have the experience from the biggest events, the biggest matches. They have the talent. They just took in Freiburg, and he has gotten some calm surroundings, and yeah, they are just well prepared. They have a mix of 1.6 and the CSS tactics, and it's working for them.
What do you make of the Danish scene right now in CSGO? Because in 1.6 it was good, but never quite the best. I guess there was the MTW side that were up there for a little bit. Then in Source, I'd say you had a very strong talent pool, but not quite good enough to topple the French. So whereabouts are you guys in CSGO? I mean, do you think overall there's enough players to make maybe 2-3 teams that can dominate the scene, or do you think it's going to be like other versions of Counter-Strike where you're going to be not quite good enough?
I think we are in about 1 year. We are the best nation of CSGO. We have so many talents who's not competing. They don't practice, just play Galv, and if they want to, and if they get the right person to learn them, we can be the strongest nation, no doubt. I think now we have 3 of the best teams in the world. We have us, 3DMax, and Wolves, and yeah, this lane has not been the best for the Danish scene, if you can say so. But I think we will come back.
And Fnatic as well, of course. What did you make of those guys? Were you a bit surprised that they maybe didn't get out of the group?
I know some of them really well, especially Rita, and he has always been ice cold at big events, and he can handle the pressure. So I thought they would do good, but yeah, I didn't see them come out of the group, and basically I don't think they did to themselves either before the event, but they took the surprise element and made it work for them.
Okay, so let's talk a bit about the Danish scene domestically, because next weekend I think it is, you've got the Danish Steel Series League, and is it going to be a LAN final this time? Yeah, okay. So you guys are going to be involved in that, all right?
Probably.
Maybe, yeah.
Probably. Okay, well, fill me in, because look, I'm out of touch. I'm out of touch.
The online qualifier, there are 4 out of 8 teams that qualifies, and it hasn't been settled yet, because all of the DreamHack qualifiers and what else have been ESWC qualifiers. So there's a lot of matches postponed. It will be settled at Tuesday.
Are you confident that you're going to win your games and make it to the LAN finals?
Yeah, it's online, so we are going to win. We are meeting Wolves, 3DMax, and Ice and You with the new players. So it's
plus Northern.
Plus Northern, yes. we have to win 2 out of those 4 matches. So it's going to be hard, but I think we can do it.
When you get to the LAN finals, because you're obviously going to get there, are you not a little bit worried then with how things have recently been going at LAN? I mean, are you worried that because when Danish teams play each other, they always tend to kind of have surprising results anyway, because everyone knows each other. It's quite claustrophobic scene. Are you not worried that that's going to perhaps lead to another, embarrassment, if you want to call it that?
I think the other Danish teams has had the upper hand against us because we've played that many online matches and we haven't been able to improve our strat book recently. But this time I think it's a bit different because we have free matches here from DreamHack where every team has played the full potential. So I think we'll be a little bit more prepared at each other at this event this weekend.
I want to ask a bit about Anexis as well, because they seem to have gone a real big transformation lately. They were an organisation that had picked up some kind of teams that weren't great, and then there was talk that they didn't live up to their promises, and a few people were saying that they weren't a great organisation. You guys have come in, it seems to have really gelled well. You've got very nice sponsors, and Ficken, for all the German fans out there, and some other bits and pieces. They make schnapps, right? Yeah. Cool. So alcohol and gaming together at last. But yeah, I mean, like, you've been to a lot of events, and things seem to be going really well. I mean, are you happy within the organisation?
I'm really happy. Our contact person Stefan has made everything possible, and he always helps us every time we have a little issue or something. He takes care of it within minutes. So we just have to contact him, and everything is okay. Besides that, we haven't had problems with owing money between each other, so at the moment it's going really well. Perfect, some would say.
So this must be like perhaps the best organisation you've been in, because yes. I know a lot of the stuff you've done has been self-funded, which you probably don't get any credit for.
Yeah, it's so far the best organisation I've been in. Before it was speed gaming, but this is just at a higher level. More money, more events, more sponsors.
So what are you guys going to be doing after you've won your Danish crown and declared yourself Kings of Denmark? What's going to be next? Are we going to see you at NorthCon perhaps, or anything like that?
We qualified for Thor Open in Stockholm the weekend after the SteelSeries finals.
That was another league full of cheaters and onliners, wasn't it? So no, I'm just kidding, guys. Don't give me that look, Casper.
Nah, we'll attend the event in Stockholm, and the weekend after that, the event in at NorthCon. And if we qualify for the Star Ladder finals, that's the weekend after that.
Jesus Christ, you're as busy as I am. And you would, if you do qualify for that, you're going to attend all of them?
Yes.
Wow. Well, you're not going to have any time to put your strat book.
Exactly.
Right, so yeah, you might want to, could you just duck out of one? I mean, seriously, I know it sounds silly, but do you think there might be some benefit in maybe not going to one event to try and just steady the ship, have a boot camp, something like that?
Actually, I had hoped that DreamHack would be the event we could skip in order to attend.
Really? A DreamHack?
Because I had some problems with attending due to my school and practice, teaching practice, so I hoped that it would be this, but when we qualified, we took it, and we did our best and tried to beat every team here. But yeah, we have some problems about skipping practice, but who knows? It might benefit in the other way that we are more played together.
Well, I wish you all the best of luck, especially out in the SteelSeries LAN finals. Sad I'm not going to be there. I miss going to Danish events. I'll be in Prague running my own event. It's going to be
cheaper though.
Well, and obviously I'm in a plush 5-star hotel, but I've actually got to sort of get involved and run it, so it's not going to be anywhere near as much fun. You guys are going to have a better time, I guarantee it. I'll be stressed and going even bolder. All right, anyway, to all the people out there at Caveat.org, do stay tuned to the website. You're going to have more interviews just like this one from DreamHack Winter.